Hallo, ik ben Daniëlle en vandaag gaat Theo mijn haar weer even een make-over doen, een heel ander kapsel, dus ik ben benieuwd wat het gaat worden.
Danielle wants a new hairstyle, she wants a new face in life, so gonna give her a nice short hairstyle and a new color. So it will be a total makeover.
Yeah.
Will you turn around? Wil je een rondje draaien? She turns around and under her name you can find her on my YouTube channel. We did more hairstyles like this one you're going to see now. Dankjewel. Yes, dat erop.
Hoppa.
Hello friends on YouTube. Danielle is back to have a new hairstyle. Now pin-up hairs start of course like always with protection. She washed her hair at home, that I can see, because it's totally clean. And sometimes people ask why I don't wash the hair in front of the haircut. This I mostly do because I want to see how it goes. What is the flow of the hairs, what is the structure. I can see more when it's not washed than when it is washed, because then it just hangs down. And believe me, when the hair is totally dirty, I wash it in front. But I first want to see it. But normally most people in the Netherlands have nice clean hair. We have water that comes from this thing, so it's not a problem. Yeah. Now knowing it will be a short hairstyle, I can start on top. Between a cream and water, damp the hairs, especially because it's blonde hair. So I get a little bit more moist into the hair. Through with my Olivia garden brush. Now watch it, the natural fall. Of course I can change the fall, but the natural fall is mostly the most important fall, so that I'm gonna use. Starting on top. Take the hairs over, get rid of as much blonde as I can, because you're going to get a new color. Use that as a baseline. Go every time from there, take a part on it. And connect the lines on the first line. Get rid of the hairs I just cut. My scissor is of Kione. Maar wat hebben we toch een mooie zomer gehad, hè?
Ja, heerlijk joh. Ja, ze zeggen dat deze week ook nog wel mooi
Ja,
wordt.
deze week wordt ook nog warm weer.
Vorige week was het ook gewoon belachelijk warm joh,
Ja, absoluut.
voor de tijd. Wel lekker natuurlijk.
Heerlijk. Zeker met gasprijzen nu.
Ja, dat ook, dat ook. Al helemaal.
Although I did some conditioner on her hair, it dries very fast. Find myself the guideline. Parting I mostly do with this small V on my comb. With that I can take nice parts and I don't need to get clips into the hairs. They just take time to get in and out and in and out. When I come at the back, lift the hair a little bit up, so I hold some volume on the back to create a rounding. Take it up like a clock, only in opposite lines. Now my short hairstyle is getting shape. Iets toespraak houden.
Ja, een liedje gaan zingen, Theo.
Oké, doe.
Doe maar niet, loopt iedereen weg.
Je weet hoe leuk het is.
Oh.
Go back to the first part. Bend it into the line of the natural lines. Take small parts. Go into the flow. Use the natural roundings to guide me through the hairs. Take the hairs on the line of cutting. Twist them around. Give them a point cut. So I don't get a stiff line. Again, take parts like I did on the back. Go back to the fringe, adjust the lines. Use ultra fine slice techniques. On the overflow in the rounding. Take the hairs up, hold my hand into the roundings of her face. Voor een hondje.
Ja.
Zou een eindje zijn. Hè?
Ja, ik denk dat het een pup of zo is.
Het klinkt wel heel klein.
Ja.
On the background we hear a dog, a small dog, just calling. He's calling for his mom. So I don't have to go. It's not my dog. I'm not really a dog guy. Don't have time for a dog.
Ja, die heeft hij wel nodig, ja, tijd.
Yeah. Again, connect to the line of slicing that I did on front. I do also on the sides. So on the fall of the roundings, here is the fall of the roundings. Take a little bit slice techniques. Also fine, just with the tip of my scissor. So I get a nice shape. And thereby I watch at the volume. Free the ear. I'm free!
Let me go, let me go.
So when I jump this up, get a nice crazy effect. Sounds good.
Ja.
Take the house up, go in the line of cutting, lay my fingers in the line of cutting. Make sure I have some hair on top. Ook van de andere kant dat zien, anders kunnen ze nog niks zien. Nou, omdat mijn vingers ervoor zitten. Ik kan het eerste stukje kan ik laten zien, het tweede.
Ja.
Het is mooi als iemand over je schouders mee zou.
Ja, als je mee beweegt met je...
Ja. Nou, ik heb een nieuw statief, dus misschien kan het binnenkort. Ik heb een statief wat aan de muur kan.
Oké. En dan kun je er weer in knippen natuurlijk ook.
Ja. En die kan ik achter me trekken ook. En boven me.
Oké.
Dus dat is wel heel gaaf. She has a lot of ultra fine woolly hairs. Sounds good.
Woody,
She never noticed that.
Woody, woody.
Woody, woody. Roundings. Take them up. point my fingers to the center of the skull line and also the center of the neckline. Bend them in and gently cut it off. Watch the shapes. Watch the roundings. Remember where you hold your fingers in the line you cut in front of this line. So you create a nice soft rounding that flows to the back. Almost in the center. First take it up, lay it down, point my fingers in the line of cutting. And connect the lines. And now you can see that I get the most volume in the rounding. So when I lift the hairs up, here's the line of the skull bone. So you get a nice soft neckline and a lot of volume on top. So now I can lay this to the other side and go first to the short parts on the other side. Fringe, lay it the right way, point cutting to the back, and then I'll start on the ear. Take my first line on that. So take the hairs up, point my fingers to the chin line, hold them also in the line of the chin line. Take a new line on it. And the more I go to the front, the deeper my fingers go into the lines of the skull. So take the hairs up, bend them, and see how near my fingers are to the skin. Now she had really ultra light blonde hair in summertime. And it's always good to have a summertime blonde hair. You don't have to worry about your color. It's getting only lighter. The only thing you have to be aware of is the condition. Take the hairs up on the center of the fall of the top and the underlines, creating some small point cut techniques. Creating some small point cut techniques. What's it doing there? Creating some small point cut techniques on the rounding. So I create a rounding with point cut. Same like it is on the other side. Use ultra fine slice technique in the upper hairs to create softness into the lines. Kijk hoe dit kan laten zien. Take the hairs up. Controlled cutting. So I can see where I cut, because these hairs are that fine. When I take them up between my fingers, I can hardly see it where I have to cut. So I know the length on the other side. So I use this also on this side. Bend the ear down. Clean the ear. Adjust my slice techniques. See the ultra fine hairs. which is also nice ears.
And
Thank God for
woolly.
that.
And woolly.
Yeah.
A lot of woolly.
Yeah, a lot of woolly hairs. So now you see that the fold is getting shape. Go to back myself a guide to there. So I start in the center line, point my fingers straight down, take every time about ½ centimeter hair, but also lay it in the rounding. When I get to the center line and on the fold of the skull, I use her natural roundings into my hairstyle. Show you that. So in the underlines, I shape the hairs by turning it inside, so I get a nice fall under the skull lines. Now I'm over the half, so I get the other side around, lay my fingers in the line. Now I have to connect to the line of cutting on that side. Take the hairs up, point with my knuckles on the skull line. Take again every time about ½ centimeter hair. And work till I get on the line of cutting. And hold my knuckles into her skull shapes. So get rest on the skull. Now watch the lines, and they are beautiful. Small point behind the ears. I have to connect. So now my shape is already going in the right direction. Coming in the center line. Take the hairs up. And now I'm gonna cut like I would do with a knife. I go in from above, slip cutting down. So don't get controlled don't get controlled cutting techniques. I just control it by the lines between my fingers and the skull lines. So I create the most wonderful fall on the hairs because I can see what I'm doing. I can see the space between my fingers and her skin. So I can see how the hairs go, where they go, and how they flow. This way I create a nice falling line. On the other side, I turn my fingers upside down so you can see what I'm doing. Still work the same way, only now I start in the underlines by connecting. Getting an underline. And holds every time by watching at the natural lines into the hairstyle. So turn a bit so you can see that. So take the hairs up, go in from above, and lay them nicely into the natural lines. And holding the softness into the lines, because when you have fine hair like she has, you need to hold the softness into the lines. Lay the hairs to the front, point cut. This gives also a soft effect, and slice cut. Lay them once on the line of cutting, go in from above, slice cut. The Kiona scissors are that sharp so that you can shave with them. So when you want to slice with them, they really slice, ultra sharp. Correct it in the freehand style. Ja, die was.
Heerlijk. Geweldig. Oh, dan zou je zeggen met die drukkers, zeg maar.
Ja, is het zat?
Ja, we zijn ook klaar. We willen het er niet meer over.
Nee, we hebben het er niet meer over. We gaan poeproef.
Wat voor papillen zitten erbij?
Dat weet ik niet. Ik heb het nog nooit gedaan.
Is er ook een Chinees die dat doet?
Geen idee.
Oh,
nee, dat denk
heerlijk.
ik niet. Dat zou heel erg vet zijn. Dat blijft tussen je tanden zitten.
Ja, dan moet je flossen. Ja, het gaat goed weer.
Ja, goed?
Ja.
Okay, starting in the neckline. Get in the opposite lines the contour, of course, nicely. Shape it by slicing. Now the underline to the neckline on sides. Also do this in a freehand style. Just take the hairs up. There's no rule in cutting hair. Just do what you feel. Nobody can tell you, you have to do this way or that way. It's only the end result that's important. And that you had fun in between. That we have. I told her from the Chinese who drinks his own urine in the morning. She really likes it.
Ja. Die dromen. Dream on, dream on.
Yeah. And in Dutch we say she's very pissy.
Ja. Wel.
It's a bitter of urine. But sometimes to break the ice we have conversations like that. I really love it. Yeah, now they are calling me the dirty old man. Dirty old man. And that we both know. So now I did all her hair. My adjustments a little bit, tiny. The small woolly hairs, it's ultra light hairs. I can do this also afterwards because then I can see them because we're going for a different color. It will be not blonde anymore. Make her trendy. Set the hairs aside. So don't take away the lines of cutting. Otherwise you did all the slicing for nothing. All the lines you thought you had in your mind. The woolly hairs between the ears I also kept done with a clipper, otherwise I cannot catch them. They are so fine of structure. And they mostly lay in the roundings of the ears, so there I go in. Don't force anything because a clipper can bite into the skin. I never had this with Kiona, but there are clippers that do that. So far the cut. Turn around so you see the wet. Wait a minute. So you see the wet fall of the hairs. So now I can make her a nice new color. Okay, putting on protection for coloring. I made the colors of glint. Give her a nice kinky cape. So she was grey, so this cape suits the old color. Made the color with 20 volume, and I put in step 1 of the conditioner line of glint. Step 2 I'll do in the sink afterwards. Can apply this over the total hair. And in the underlines I use 3-0 to get a little bit more darkness into the color. So I create more fantasy lines. The nice thing of step 1 into the product is that you don't smell anything of ammoniac or something that irritates your eyes or your skin. Makes the product ultra soft. And by using conditioners into your color, you get a nice color effect and a better end result, because your hair needs nursing. So when you put something in and you give it to treat, you're certain it will be going into the head. Get away, you bastard. Get away, you bastard.
Oh.
The hairdressers too. Turn it around so you can see what my parting line is. So you see it's just on the fall of the skull bone. So now I put some deeper color into the color that I did on top, so I get a nice dark frame line. I take a 3-0 and I put in about 5 centimeters of the 3-0, because it's a very dominant color. This I mix into my bowl. And make sure you mix it well, otherwise you get dark spots into the hairs. Then you set this on the underlines. And when you did that, you come into the upper lines. So you get a soft connection to both colors. And the dark color is of course the most dominant color there is. Yes, what I told you, gently comb it into the upper lines, so I get a nice soft connection line. To get the total package in line, I take the dark color, put it on the eyebrows, and when she closes her eyes, she looks like an angel. I really love my models. I think love is the key to every success. And we as hairdressers are mostly the key to that. This has to stay on for 5 to 7 minutes, then rinse it out with a cotton wick and a little bit shampoo. The rest stays on the hairs for 25 minutes. Close this up, and then we're back, of course, in 25 minutes. We go for a coffee or tea or something like that. You just stay there. Or rush to the toilet. Mama! The door's closed! Oh. Shit your pants! I'm not ready for that. I'm too young. So don't go away. We'll be back. We're back. Now after 25 minutes we rinse it out, put step 2 over the collar, so get step 1 sealed into the hairs. Now brush the hairs. You can already see that the skin tones are much nicer now. Softer. Use of Lakme a shape. gonna blow dry this with a medium brush, like this. I'm gonna create some volume into this. Ah, het is mooi zachte kleur. Kijk, in ieder geval geen lelijke uitgroeien.
Oké.
Dan staat het.
O jee.
So far blow drying. A spider of glint. The smell of spider is very nice. But this only needs to get the volume. Then to get glow back, take a little bit crystal turn, just this small amount. Product of T.K.S Goldwell. Get real sweepy over the hairs. So I get only the outside of the hairs and the ends. A little bit hairspray. I think hairspray of Lanza. Not too much because then it gets too stiff.
Heerlijk.
And for so far Daniëlle's new hairstyle and new color. She can go into the autumn time. We go see each other next video. She will turn around and she will show you the end result of this video. Bye bye. Take care. That's a nice slow turn.
Ja, hè. Dat kun je goed zien, hè, verschil.
Zeker.
Prachtig. Heel mooi. Dankjewel.
Jij ook.
Zo, dus ik ben benieuwd wat het gaat worden.
Danielle wants a new hairstyle, she wants a new face in life, so gonna give her a nice short hairstyle and a new color. So it will be a total makeover.
Yeah.
Will you turn around? Wil je een rondje draaien? She turns around and under her name you can find her on my YouTube channel.